From ghosts to ghouls to fears and frights, teenagers have a serious love for scary movies. But why? Is it a way to cope? Or maybe to explore a deeper meaning? Or perhaps just another entertaining thrill? Student filmmakers today aren't new to the horror genre. Teenage cinematographers can definitely provide a scare. But why are teens obsessed with the horror genre? Sophomore videomaker Luis Manzo created The Devil's Sin and plans to make more horror videos this upcoming year.
Since I was a little kid, I've been wanting to make a lot of scary movies, and it's just interesting, and a lot of people really like seeing scary videos.
Yenny Renteria, camera operator and actress for a newly released short film called Zip Me Up, also shared her passion for the genre.
Movies because there's this thrill of watching scary movies that I feel like people tend to seek. It's kind of like skydiving, but you don't actually have to take the dive.
People have a fascination with the unknown. Is it because we yearn for closure, or that we just plain love scary and dark things? For some people, it is a way to cope with aggression or urges to do illegal things. When watching a scary movie, we experience a phenomenon called stimulus generalization, which is when you invoke a reaction out of a thing that's already been conditioned. Ivan Pavlov investigated this effect with his famous canine bell saliva experiments. And master manipulators such as film studios have been using stimulus generalization strategies for the past 100 years to move their audiences. We don't generally realize the manipulation of movie companies. When watching a scary movie, if the filmmakers have done their job, you will react as if it's actually threatening to you. Filmmakers use some very common conventions to create those stimuli in moviegoers.
With Beneath, I used the natural sounds of the tunnel, like the humming noise, which drowned out all this stuff. And it created this feeling of despair and kind of emptiness, and really it felt like you were alone there in the tunnel to sell that effect. With Ikbar, it was this scratchy kind of noise soundtrack that we used to kind of portray that something weird's gonna happen, something bad's gonna happen to the character.
Overall, horror movies are a way to stimulate the body into experiencing things that you don't regularly feel. Teens are looking for thrills, but are also developing overprotective habits learned from their overprotective parents. Watching a horror movie causes no physical threat, but only a minor mental threat, which is the possibility of having nightmares for a few days. This is why we like them. When we watch them, we feel excited, not truly in danger. Reporter Jesse Hicks of Penn State News refers to these effects by quoting Mary Beth Oliver. Oliver shared that if you look at the levels of sensation seeking across the lifespan, they are often higher during adolescence. Today, teens are growing up in an ever-increasingly sterile life, where they are told not to go trick-or-treating because of razors, poisoning candy, or even the threat of other people. Jeffrey Goldstein, professor of social and organizational psychology at the University of Utrecht, claimed you choose your entertainment because you want it to affect you. That's certainly true of people who want to go to entertainment products like horror films that have big effects. They want those effects. So teens will continue to enjoy the sinister but harmless psychological and physiological effects of the horror genre. Especially as life becomes more domestic, will young adults still feed off the tricks of the silver screen?